Alright, what does Illidan have in store for me? What you got for me over there, Illidan? Pirates, huh? So I guess pirate stuff is in the box after all. What? It's gonna be a shame if I had an Amber Whelp in my hand. Has Demon Hunter ever been a historically popular wild class? When it first came out in Ashes of Outland, it was like the aggro deck, the whole expansion. You saw it as often as you would see Pirate Rogue at its height, you know. It was a very common opponent. Am I about to do this on that? It seems a little stupid. But we do what we have to. It's crazy to me that on release Demon Hunter was a good wild deck. Well, hero powers were still really good back then, and one for deal-2 damage was really, really strong. Also, those cards were just overpowered, so that's part of it. Oh, thank goodness. I don't like that it leaves this up, though. That's better, right? Yeah. Just get rid of the Hosen. Thank goodness. That's crazy pants. But it was so strong, people were running Blowtorch Saboteur in their deck to set the next hero power to cost 3. So they like temporarily shut down the Demon Hunter unless they wanted to waste their whole turn dealing 2 damage. Like, it was mostly a mirror attack, but like it was an effective mirror attack. It felt crazy to me that after the strong showing it had in Ashes, that it wasn't good again in Wild for so long. It took so long for Demon Hunter to be relevant in Wild again, like 3 years. This was crazy. It had one expansion where it was like, it felt like it was, you know, part of the ecosystem permanently, and then it just disappeared. I looked at Blowtorch tech on its way to the core set and thought, wow, that's probably never saw play. Yeah, it saw play once. Chat, thoughts on George? Anyone into the George? So you just George it? George is probably stupid, right? Let me do this. Like, I might redraw Aeronathi Broodmother. Aeronasi? Spaghetti? Oh, that's really good. Oh my goodness, I'm so pleased with myself for not taking the stupid weird bait that I almost baited myself into doing. Who's George? Felgorge. We call him George. Is this life tapped potential Warlock? It's true. Ow. Ow. Oh no. Not patches. I think we're okay, right? Hey, Renethal. Better than the opposite order, right? What do we got? Not bad. Not great either. I should have traded that, I guess. Not just I guess, I just should have. All right, Dark Source. Oh, not the magnifying glaive. Anything but that. I think my opponent's about to lose the video game. It's my big opinion on my opponent. Oh no. Ow. Maybe I'm about to lose the video game. Should I just do that? Beep, beep, boop. And then, like, how are you getting through endless taunts? Do it. I dare you. I dare you to do it. See what happens, Dark Source. You see what happens. Does Ticketus even do anything against this? I was expecting Ticketus to be unplayable in this deck, by the way. But, like, every time I've drawn it, it's felt like it's easy to corrupt. Especially if you get it off of this, right? Then any card you play corrupts it. Where's my Bran? Let's get Bran off the top. Let's get some good old-fashioned corruption. Right, the Dark Source? The Dark Source doesn't know how to spell source. That's Sorky. I thought they removed the Ceaseless Holy Wrath combo, but I guess not. I guess not. It was... Why was Ceaseless banned in Wild? It was banned for a second, wasn't it? Wasn't it banned everywhere? What was the issue with Ceaseless? Am I tripping? Never lethal. Oh, random dragon. Poop. I don't know what to do with that. Oh, neither does my opponent. They pushed it from a 5 mana. Oh, yeah. They got ordered in the court. Wasn't... Am I tripping? I've for sure thought Ceaseless Expanse was banned for a little bit. Wasn't it? Wasn't it temp banned for something? It was temp banned in Wild until they changed order. Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm up to speed. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, order was pretty stupid. Regular Wrath is also pretty stupid. Like, everyone, myself included, was really shipping that order change for the Ceaseless Expanse. And yeah, like I did acknowledge that the deck would still be good with Pole Cult, but like, you know, it's still a real nasty deck. It's worse than I thought. Like, I thought it was going to be manageable, but it's still like, still a bit of a nasty deck, huh? A bit? I think a bit is fair. It is, like, I'm not gonna revisionist history how the old Holy Wrath was. You know, you can beat this one. The old Holy Wrath was like, if they have their stuff in their opening hand, they just win. I'm not gonna pretend that wasn't like way worse than our current one, but our current one is, you know, it's a little. Oh, hey, George. Should we George? We could George next turn. Polk out drawing a card fixes the whole deck. Or does it? No, I'm sure it does. Polk out drawing a card would get rid of Polk out from the deck, but I think you would just, you know, do that weird Finley combo where with Order in the Court, where you like Order in the Court, then Finley to put the Ceaseless on the bottom, and then dredge the Ceaseless to the top in Wrath. Because that's what the deck would become at that point. I think I will still George. If for no other reason than I really want to. I really love this card. I think this card's so fun. Oh, are we gonna do another everyone comes up with their fix for Holy Wrath comment section? We talked about nerfing Holy Wrath in the first game of one of my recent videos, and you know, sure, it's just like Ice Block. Holy Wrath is just like Ice Block as far as like, if you mention it, then the comment section is going to be filled with everyone's individual fix. I think extra points, if you get extra points for your Holy Wrath change idea, if the change adds more lines of text than fit on a Hearthstone card. That's when you know we've got the designers. Polka is here to reliably find Kazakhstan. Polka is here to put our expensive cards on the top, so that after we complete quest, we're drawing expensive cards. That didn't count as draw. Hey. Wee.
Nope, nobody there.
Chat, my speaker system is so scuffed. I really need to get a new one. Alright, well, let's see what we've won. Defile? Do I want to defile? I don't know that I want to. I think I'm going to. Holy Wrath should become a 9 mana 4/12 that has a start of game effect that increases your maximum mana and a battle cry that gives you 3 mana crystals. I agree. I think that type of card would work out great. I think that would work out great. Make Holy Wrath a neutral card? Perfect. Holy Wrath, I think it should cost 2 mana and only target minions, but has the option to pay 7 more mana to target heroes, but if you do, it will always leave the opponent at 1 health and become immune for the turn. Perfect. Shay gets it. Shay gets it. If it fits on the card, it's not a good change. I think you could actually probably double that. You could probably double that still. You know, more. How worried am I supposed to be here? On a scale from 1 to worried.
8 combatant center, and I take the crown.
Are we just gonna try to kill him, maybe? Let's just try to kill him. And if, in failing that, we can just Sargeras next turn. I have an idea for Holy Wrath. Draw a minion, deal damage equal to its cost to a legendary minion if you have a dragon in hand. Exactly. Perfect. Bobbing time. Real. Martian is going to end this man's Hearthstone career. Yep. It's over. They lost to George. Aww. I want a start of game effect that says my hero can only take damage from minions. What would the downside of that be? It would have to be like real steep. Like you only start off with 10 health or something. Like just crazy, crazy steep. Because that's a huge downside. Like that is like a disastrous upside rather. I must choose quickly. Well, I guess it's Sargerising time. Fools following among us. We Maximo Hando. What does it mean? What about you can only play minions? I don't know. It's not design space that I think is worth exploring as a start of game effect, at least. You know, if it was like a quest reward or something, you know, end of a quest line, you can only take damage from minions, sure, because then your opponent has the chance to kill you with spells beforehand. But yeah. What if Holy Wrath dealt damage equal to the number of other holy spells you've played this game? Don't make good changes. That actually sounds cool to me. That sounds so much cooler than the effect is right now. Chat, I'm gonna draw a holy spell. No, I'm not. First of all, it wouldn't even have been a holy spell. It would have been a shadow spell. My opponent's a crybaby. Oh no. Oh no.
I see you've brought guests.
Opponent probably abuses the train to get to work. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. As everyone knows, abuse and use are completely synonymous. 100% interchangeable. Oh my goodness, we got to already get our Aranalthi Broodmother value. Look at that. When are we getting the expansion review stream? Is it all revealed? Is it all out? When does the expansion launch? I do not have a dragon in hand. Do not have a dragon in hand. My opponent is going into turn 4 and they've only played one minion as Shadow Priest and their second minion was Patches? Oh my goodness, you are not doing this right, opponent. I don't know what you think you were supposed to do there, but it wasn't what you did. Just saying. Wee. Excuse me, oh my goodness. Whew. March 23rd or 25th. The full set is out in 10 days. Well, it'll be in at least 10 days. At least 10 days. They're gonna nerf Raza because of the new mechanic? Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but what can you do? What can you do? Actually, for Wild's sake, I'm kind of glad they're doing it because I miss Anduin.
Come, pray with me.
I miss wanting to play Anduin. The downside of that is going to be if they unnerf Reno, like, completely. In which case, like, we have this problem again where, you know, you need Anduin for the deck to work, but you need to play Reno because Reno is broken, overpowered nonsense. Does Timelapse Proto Drake give +1 to the quest? It doesn't, but it does add value to Plot Twist and Gaslight Gatekeeper, while also being a dragon for my dragon synergies. Wow, that was a lot of damage. That's not Brood Mother. My hand is not doing it for me, chat. That's a minion. So I can play this and maybe be okay.
What is taking so long?
Then next turn, hopefully I can play this and honorably kill a couple things. I can, look at that. So I'll heal 8. Look at that. Finally the random dragons coming in clutch. Missed self-lethal with life tap. Unlucky. The nuts? Yeah. Look at it go. Opponent had the worst start I've ever seen in my whole life. And we barely beat them. That's how you know. That's how you know this deck is unbeatable. Alright. You used to run one of those for Even Shaman. It was glorious. I still don't get why Bronze Wing didn't get buffed from honorable kill to just kill. Surely that's not too much for Wild. Just because they don't do that type of thing. They don't typically buff things for Wild just because they think it'll be cool. As cool as I think it would be if they did that. Wait a second, chat. Wait a second. Have we discovered Popgar Lethal? Oh, let me do it. Mage again. Got the plot twist, that's good. We have the plot twist. I just realized how close we are to wild reverts. I'm so anxious in a good and bad way. Real. My excitement level is really, really low. Too many people want Reno reverted, you know. Stresses me out. Yeah, I don't know. Like half your opponents having that effect in the deck just like takes away so much of the potential fun of wild. Just like, ugh. Going back to 8. See, that's the thing is like, I feel like the things I'm looking forward to aren't gonna get reverted, and the stuff that I'm scared of has like a decent potential to get reverted. So like, I'd almost rather skip this revert cycle, to be honest. Which is, it's so weird coming from me. Like, it'll probably be okay no matter what it is. Oh, it'll be sad if I have to like put my Sargeras back in the shoebox forever, but it's actually criminal if Reno is reverted and Odin stays at 9, yeah, but you never know. You never know, chat. You hope they revert Symphony? Me too. Me too. Like, Reno Warlock was a good deck when Sargeras and Symphony of Sin, like a high tier deck, when Sargeras and Symphony of Sins existed together in their original forms. It was so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
Symphony back to 6 mana. It did get released at 6 mana, didn't it? Hilarious. That should be an easy revert. You know, at least if they're gonna revert Reno, you know. I think reverting Renathal ended up being a really good change. Like, I know people like to talk about Renathal being overpowered, but I view it as like more of a mode to toggle rather than, you know, like, I don't know, the power level of Wild is such that if you're running something slower, you need a little bit more breathing room. So you can either run a more consistent deck with 30 cards if you're running something more proactive, or you can run a, you know, a slower deck with 40 cards where you don't need anything specific too early, so you get the extra health to find the stuff you need at the time you need to find it. I was on the fence on Renathal, and now I'm just happy. I think it's been good. But the fact that Renathal was reverted, like, you know, that something as contentious as Renathal getting reverted, like, Renathal is a riskier revert than Denathrius and the Jailer, but Denathrius and the Jailer are still nerfed, and just get the Ceaseless Expanse out of the way there and draw something like that. It is a, like, it looked cooler before when they were like tilted like this. But yeah, so Renathal being a much riskier revert than Denathrius and the Jailer, and being the only one that got reverted, makes me feel like Odin's gonna be 9 and Reno's gonna have his text back. Which is a complete disaster to me. Like, I think that would be a horrible, revert situation. But yeah, George. I think I shuffle this. It's like, now I have all my expensive stuff in my hand, right? Which is not where we want it. Wee. Wonder if our time lost proto friends are gonna make us overdraw something. Looks like we're good. All right. I forget what Kazakhstan is at. Let me do this first, just in case it's time lost proto Drake. It didn't matter because we have 12 hand size. Never mind. I think Wild needs Renathal in order for there to be more deck diversity. I think Renathal has caused more deck diversity. But like, the counter argument to that is obviously, you know, these Renathal decks, a lot of them just feel very samey to the opponent. So it's like, it's not like they're strictly, you know, increased diversity necessarily.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
It's just, I don't know, like, a card that increases like the variety of your card options, I think is good. Like, it does a little bit, I don't know, it'd be different if there was like a thriving aggro situation going on and Renathal ruined it. I would feel differently about it. But, you know, like, at the time, Pirate Rogue was the deck, and like I think Shadow Priest too. And then Renathal came out and it was Pirate Rogue and Shadow Priest, right? Like it's not like aggro was doing great and suddenly it wasn't doing suddenly it wasn't doing well anymore because of Renathal. It wasn't that way at all. So like what aggro was good is still good, and now there's like a bunch of stupid stuff like Plot Twist Warlock that you can play just because Renathal enables it. I don't know. How come you never put minions on both sides of the dormant locations? I have been conditioned to put them in a certain direction. You have Take a Distance Symphony, now you just need Immolation and Void Contract. Real. Real and true. Wrath. Haha. Alright, this is good though, because it lets us test for that. Now what do I want to do with myself? Kind of want to draw more cards. Maybe what I want to do is this and this. And then we're happy. I'm gonna play Marvel Rivals for the first time today. Wish me luck. Good luck. You've been conditioned to always play around Explosive Shot and Betrayal. That seems like a good idea, especially when Zephyrs is involved, because he can find those things. On the topic of reverts, not counting just cards up for reverting, what is the most controversial you'd want reverted for selfish reasons? I feel like I have an answer to that, but I don't remember what it is. Most of my reverts that I want are actually like fine. I had to think about it for a second. Hold up. Counterspell. This would still cost 0 after the trade.
Such a perfect specimen.
I must hasten.
Not the 1 mana off. You hate to see it. Topior, sick. Is there anything I want reverted for selfish reasons? I don't remember. I feel like there must be. I don't know, there's some stuff that used to be controversial that isn't anymore, right? Like, you know, multi-strike. But it's kind of, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, I mostly just want stuff that's like, you know, if it's gonna have a positive impact upon being reverted, that's what I want, but I don't know. In my mind, I don't have any like revert desires that are that, you know, spicy. Like I, you know, my thing, my bar is like, is this gonna be more fun than it is harmful? And if the answer is yes, then revert it. So yeah, I don't know if we want to revert deputization or yeah, probably not. Minus the mage quest. I know it's super bad for the format, but I love that deck more than I should. Oh, okay. I mean, leeching poison. I think leeching poison is definitely, you know, like, of course, you know, we don't want to revert leeching poison, but like, I kind of want to revert leeching poison. I loved that. I loved that with Kingsbane. But like, it's a terrible revert idea, right? The same thing with Blade Flurry. Oh, I would love to play Kingsbane with original Blade Flurry. How cool would that be for me? I think that'd be pretty cool. Kingsbane enthusiast Martian Stool with his you know, 15 attack weapon, smack you for 15, Blade Flurry for another 15. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, George. I really want to get another Kazakis game in here. I feel like I keep almost getting to Kazakis and then not quite getting to pull it off. Opponents keep conceding. Define harmful? What? Did I say harmful?
Is someone there? Nobody there.
I think a revert is good for wild if it like adds new potentially fun stuff, and it's bad for wild if it takes away a lot of potential fun. So that's my boiled down logic on reverts.
I'm 7 moves ahead.
Ow.
My hand is full.
Ow. I just looked at the view count. We're pulling some good numbers. We just got a raid.
I'm losing it.
Oh, we were doing good before that too.
Predictable.
How dare you? Ysera, indeed. Do you think they'll revert sins? Probably not. I don't know, maybe. It's last year really threw me off. Last year was like a ton of stuff that I thought was safe to revert didn't get reverted. So like I don't even know. I don't have expectations anymore. Like I just
I'm losing it.
How many Kazaku dragons have we done? 2, I think. No more druid for now. For now. Give it time. Are we gonna have to bob this person? I have to give him the old bob and rooney. Too bad I don't have a 7 cost in my hand. I would love to, you know, do that. It's weird playing with hand size 10 after playing with hand size 12. Like I have to readjust like how many cards I'm allowed to have in my hand. Oh no! That won't do. I won't do. Give myself a 0 cost thing. What am I gonna do about that? Maybe play this Ysera first? Rude. Alright. Well, now I can brand Ticketus. Hopefully we don't have our brand Ticketus ruined. It's okay, we'll replace our deck. Hopefully. Alright, cool. Extra random garbage is good. Could absorb a TNT. And goodbye, whatever cool stuff you had going on. Nice! Sick. Wow, all their juiciest stuff. Look at it burn, chat. Oh, look at that Polkeld into brand Ticketus, getting rid of everything. Good. That was awesome. Did anyone joke about Audio Amplifier being worst card for this deck? Even worse than like Yeti? We had that come up when we were playing Ysera in Untapped Potential. But yeah, it's true. It wouldn't be good because it would set our 15 down to 11. That was the greatest brand tick ever. Oh, it was great, yeah. You do miss Sargeras Turbo? Me too. Me too. Rude. I kind of want to do this now.
All are nourished and the cycle renews.
Okay. It's even worse for this deck because of the 12-hand guy. It's true. It's true. Bum, bum, bum. Should I take that 8-cost Astalor off their hands for them? I hope the TNT doesn't show up and get rid of my Ceaseless Expanse here. Be a slight disaster for me. Cool. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's better than my Ceaseless, isn't it? What do I want to give them though? I want to give them this. Or that, I guess. Okay, we have things. 9, 15. Okay, if I do Ceaseless, I can also play Ysera. So that's what I'm gonna do.
And I will bring destruction.
Wee. Yep, I'll take that. You may have domino effects, right? Yeah. It wasn't one of my 2 filler cards, but at least we got their Astalor. Why does Play Dance cost 3 instead of being reverted back to 2? Yeah, like Demon Hunter cards just don't get reverted. Like, there are a lot of perfectly fine Demon Hunter cards that just haven't been reverted for reasons. It's truly sad. If you use Togwaggle to swap deck with your opponent and then use Kill Jaden, would it then be possible for your opponent to swap deck back and get the Kill Jaden portal, or how does it work? I think it does swap portals. My understanding is my understanding. Do I just take this back?
8 combatant center.
Go ahead and... Oh, they didn't... You still have the TNTs! I didn't use my... Did I use my... No, I used it once. I drew that Bob, right?